5 science class. Hope you are all doing good and enjoyed your term and holidays. Yes, come back to the academic session. My dears, hope you all celebrated Ayudha Puja Vijayadashami in a very good manner. Okay, so with this auspicious and a happy note, we'll continue our academic sessions. Fine, my dears. So, before moving to this session, we'll have a quick recap of the last sessions. So, we are discussing the term 2 portions and we are discussing learning about the chapter 6. The lesson is diseases. So, what do you mean by diseases? Any illness which causes disorder in your body is said as the diseases. So, the last 3 sessions we are discussing about the causes of diseases. We have 3 causes of diseases. What are they? Microorganisms, because disease caused due to microorganism, disease caused due to lack of nutrition, and disease caused due to the improper functioning of the body organs. So, when we talk about microorganisms, micro means small, organism is living things. So, the disease is caused by the very small living organisms. For example, bacteria, viruses and protozoa. These are the organisms which are very harmful to us and causes different types of diseases. Understood? One such source is microorganism. Second is, we all intake nutrients. We need to have a balanced diet in our food. So this will be obtained. How can you get a balanced diet? By intaking the correct proportion of all the nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. Okay, when you lack these nutrients, you will prone to, or you will be ready to get some diseases. See, if a body should do all its function in a proper way, we need energy. When once we get carbohydrate only, we will be getting energy. So once you lack energy, once you lack carbohydrate in your body, you will not get proper energy. So that your metabolism, you learn to know the life processes like digestion, like respiration, like muscular activities, excretion, all these things and all you learned in your previous chapters, right? All these metabolic functions will get disturbed. So because of that also, you may get some diseases. Clear all of you? This is due to lack of nutrients. Next, due to some age factor, some of our body organs will not work properly, will not function properly, like eyes. When you become older and older, your eyesight becomes weak, your knees and your leg, your hip, all this bones and all become weak. Okay, that is what improper functioning of the body organs. These 3 are the causes of, what are the causes of diseases? Microorganism, lack of nutrients and improper functioning of the body organ. I hope you all clear with this 3 topics. Okay, today we are going to move into a new topic. Okay, types of diseases. We have many types of diseases, but in that we have 2 major categories of diseases. Okay, are you all ready for today's session? Yes. So today's session we are going to discuss about the types of diseases. We have 2 broader divisions in the diseases, that is communicable disease and non-communicable disease. What do you mean by communication? See, I am in a virtual session that I am communicating with you through a technology. Okay, so communicable disease and non-communicable disease. So non-communicable disease, through this mode we have many types of mode of communication, like we can talk in person with each other by seeing in direct, through calls, through mails, through chats, through WhatsApp, through social networking, many types. Here communicable diseases is in person we are going to have. Okay, that is what communicable, spreading with each other. Okay, if I got a disease, when another healthy person is talking to me, there is a chance of the disease can spread to another person also, capable of being passed from one person other person. That is communicable disease, capable of being passed from one person to another person. That is communicable disease. Communication will be there between two persons. Non-communicable, it cannot spread from one person to another person. Clear? It cannot spread from one person to another person. So communicable disease, we have a number of diseases. Few I have taken here example. We are in corona pandemic, which is also a communicable disease. Flu, tuberculosis, cold, measles, or few example of communicable diseases. So when you talk about non-communicable diseases, it cannot be spread from one person to another person. So like heart diseases, cancer, diabetes is due to hormonal imbalance in the body. Cancer, we have many carcinogens. What is carcinogens in the sense? The cancer causing agents, okay? Because of the food, because of the environment, because of the habit, everything there is a chance of getting cancer, okay? But this will not be spread from one person to another person. Clear all of you? So next we'll see in detail about communicable diseases. As I told you, communicable diseases are capable of being passed from one person to another person, okay? So contact, when I am sick or if I was infected with chickenpox, so what may be the chance of if my friend is talking with me or she wants to see me, so when she comes to near me means there is a chance of spreading of this disease. So contact with the person who is already suffering from the disease is the chance of getting the other disease, okay? Using the things which is, if a person is sick, we should not use the things which is used by that sick person, okay? That is why nowadays we are wearing masks, we are using sanitizers, we are very hygienic, right? Because that is a chance of spreading the diseases. These diseases are commonly, you all know that we have three causes of disease, that is due to microorganism, this is due to lack of nutrient, and also due to the improper functioning of body organs. Here no, these diseases are caused by microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, protozoa. So common cold is caused by virus, corona is caused by coronavirus, tuberculosis is caused by bacteria, even chickenpox is caused by virus, okay? So flu is caused by virus, measles is caused by bacteria. So these are the causative agents which causes this diseases. Mostly communicable diseases will be caused by the microorganisms. Clear all of you? So they are contagious. What do you mean by the word contagious? Means spreading from one person to another person, okay? That is contagious. Or infectious disease. It may lead to many other, a lot of infections, like you may lead to respiratory infection, it may lead to improper digestion, many skin rashes, many kind of infections. There is a chance because of this microorganisms or microbes. Clear all of you? So communicable diseases are capable of being passed from one person to another person, and also it is when you contact the person who is suffering from the disease, there is a chance, 95% of chance to get the disease from the infected person. And also when you use the things of this infected person, there is a chance of getting the disease by the healthy person also. So these diseases are caused by the microorganisms, okay? They are contagious, that is, they may spread from one person to another, and they are very infectious also. So when you talk about non-communicable disease, they cannot spread from one person to another. And example, we have heart diseases, cataract, diabetes, thyroid, many. Now I told you this communicable diseases will spread from one person to another. We have some modes also, means of spreading of this disease. Through the modes are air, water, sexual contact, other modes also. So when you talk about air, through air, when you sneezes out or when you cough it out, when you are in a common cold also, you should close yourself and you have to sneeze or cough or whatever. So in the air, this virus can spread. Examples of common cold, pneumonia, tuberculosis, corona, this mosquito will carry the disease causing germ through this mosquito will carry this disease causing germ through biting the humans. You will get the disease, okay, malaria. So here we have an example of mosquito. Dengue, even dengue is caused by mosquito. Chikungunya, this is also caused by mosquitoes, okay. So the mode of means of spread is through air, water, sexual contact, and also by other modes like mosquitoes. Okay, by these modes only, this mosquitoes will be spread. Even you have tick fly is also an insect which carry the protozoa which causing sleeping sickness in the body, okay. And you have filariasis. This is a disease caused by the thread-like worm, okay, which is spread by the black flies and mosquitoes. Usually, this is also commonly called as elephantiasis. What is the symptom is? Now it has been prohibited. The symptom is swelling of legs, okay, swelling of legs. When you see the old people, they have a big swelling of leg like an elephant, okay. This is due to the infection caused by the protozoa which is spread by the black flies and also by the mosquitoes, okay my dears. So this is the mode of spread of diseases by air, water, sexual contact. Other modes is through malaria, okay. Next we'll move to the preventions, okay. Prevention. So to avoid all these diseases, what to be, because prevention is better than cure, okay. Before getting the disease, we have to be very prevented. That is why nowadays you are asked to wear mask, you are asked to use sanitizers, you are asked to wash your hands and legs often, right? So how to prevent all this disease? Maintain your personal hygiene. That is very important, because we only know how to take care of ourselves. So maintain your good personal hygiene. Drink lot of boiled waters, filter water. Okay, don't allow the water to stagnate in front of your house or anywhere in and around, because that will lead to the breeding of mosquitoes, that is developing of mosquitoes a lot, okay. And also use of mosquito nets, pest repellents, avoid this. We have to be prevented from mosquitoes or any tick flies or black flies, anything. So do not dump garbages, clean it always, so that there will not be a space for the organism to develop and breed themselves, okay. And avoid contact with the sick person, and try to avoid using the things which is used by the sick persons, that is the person who has been suffering from the diseases. Understood? These are the preventive measures to avoid the communicable diseases. To avoid non-communicable disease, you need to take a lot of nutritious food. Good diet maintenance is very important. So, when we talk about microorganisms, only bad things is coming out, they are harmful. The organisms which are harmful are called as germs. What are they called? They are called as germs. So, we have few organisms, few bacteria which are very helpful for us also. Like vaccines or produce vaccines, they used to give from your small age till the age of 14 you will be getting vaccines. This is produced from the microorganism. If you want a fresh curd, this is because of lactobacillus which turn the curds, okay. Milk into curd, cheese, many, even to prevent pickles, even to prevent vinegar. These useful microorganisms are also there, even to get a good wine. You want a very soft and fluffy cakes, microorganisms are used. So microorganisms are 90% harmful, or we have the useful beneficial effects of microorganisms also there. Okay, today's class I wind up with common types of diseases, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Okay, I hope you are all clear with these two diseases, and the next session we will be discussing about the natural defense mechanism of our body. Okay my dears, I hope you are all clear with this. If there is any doubt, kindly text me. Thank you and have a nice day.